marker. Okay, we got a lot of money, so let's actually unlock the characters that we have now earned. And then we've still got 24,000 to spend. What do I want to spend them on? Right, growth and greed seem huge. Omni's pretty cheap. Charm's expensive. I don't usually reroll, but sure, I'll take that. Okay, well that's all the money that we've got. So then we'll go with Shapeshifter on Chapter 3. I didn't even read when it said for Chapter 2. The report got through to HQ and the station had been placed under lockdown for our security, which would be very reassuring if we weren't locked inside. Maybe if we could find the engineer, we could sneak back in through the vent. We did. The vent led us away from those weird extraterrestrials, but we seem to have stumbled into a war on space rabbits and duck astronauts. I suppose we should use this opportunity to research such strange creatures. Well, I don't know if we're doing much research. We're probably going to be eating them, considering we are some sort of suspicious monster. Or ejecting them into vents. At least we do damage regardless. So, you know, having the vent isn't that important. We didn't buy the other bird, so I'm not going to bother taking the bird because we can't evolve it. Oh, come on. That duck walked on the vent. Why did the duck cross the rows? Because he was a suspicious chicken. Why does he have a walking stick? He's a very suspicious chicken. What the heck are we? Why are we pink? Why did we turn into pink goop? And then I took damage, and then we turned back from the pink goop. Are we some sort of meat substitute goop? Some sort of suspicious pink gloop meat substitutes. Okay, now why are they not bouncing in and out of my vents like the other guys did? Okay, those chickens... Okay, those ones want to fall in the vents. But they're not crossing the road anymore. They seem to be distinctly no longer crossing the roads. They're all running into the vents and dying. Sure, let's eat the suspicious ducks. Why are we a bin? Fine, we're now a bin. This is perfectly normal. This is not suspicious at all. Maybe every time the ducks hit us, we turn into something weird and different. So in the first instance, I turned into some sort of gloop. Now I'm a bin. Is this saying something? Am I just a trash monster? Do I just eat trash? There's a party hat, there's a horse's ass, and then there's something else down there. Maybe a duck character. That would be interesting. But we're not going to head down until we level up some stuff. There's the ass of an imposter or something. There's some sort of... I can't go and eat that. Damn it. There's a dead character over there. I see his rear ends. Okay, let's get the things to evolve our vents. You know, if they all want to run into the vent, that's okay by me. I'll just dodge them. Okay, well, we're snow. But this is very, very interesting. Science has definitely been done. If the chicken hits us, we do turn into some sort of other character. I think I'm addicted to Islands of Insight, not joking. Well, considering you've put 125 hours into just the Area 1 demo, I would say that's probably a good assumption. You know, definitely say you're addicted if you've managed to, because you've got to be the person that put the most time into it, I would reckon. Like 125 hours. How long was the demo open for? I don't know, like a week or two or something? Might have been a bit longer. Yeah, that's definitely, I'd say... Well, whether addicted or just you thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, you spent a lot of time with the ghosts. The spooky ghosts. I wonder if I can leave the bounds now that I am a ghost. I can't. That's unfortunate. Okay, pink loop. So I kind of want to stay as one of the non-us characters just for the fun of it. So that's another reason to dodge the enemies, just to make sure that we are staying out of character. Or be some suspicious pink loop goop. Okay, I don't mind if they all want to jump into the vent and, you know, just give me free experience. I'm actually okay with that. They want to do that, that is all good to me. About a month. Interestingly, I don't have the most playtime. It's in-game level. But maybe some people sat idling, you know, because some people leave games on overnight while they're not playing it. So I would say for certain you were the person who played it the most, especially if you had the highest in-game level, then, you know, that's got to guarantee that you were the most playing. But some people, for certain, will just leave a game running and their PC on overnight whilst not literally playing it. So, yeah, that happens for certain. So, you know, there might be people that have just left it running and not had it going, not been physically playing it, but still got the playtime from it. And that's probably what I'm going to suggest why there might be people with more playtime. But I would not think that they, you know, whilst they might have more playtime, I don't think they've played as much as you. If, you know, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me, you know, they've played less, but they had it running longer. But if not, you know, congratulations on defeating them with leveling and being better than them. What do I want? I'm gonna just level up the wand for now. Okay, right, so the other thing that we got, the vent should already be ready to evolve. So I'm gonna take the thing and hope it evolves. It didn't evolve. God damn it. Okay, the fact that it's shown me everything down makes me think there's got to be some sort of secret upwards, right? Why would you hide everything down if the true secret was at the top of the road? Not evolving still. Disappointed. I'm not going to go out of my way to look for it, because you never know. It might not be, because it's the adventure mode. They might not have bothered programming secret area. Played more than me, just had less XP somehow. Well, I mean, if you solved more puzzles and did, you know, more than him in terms of that, then you would have more experience. But fair enough, if you know that the guy was actually playing and didn't just leave it idling but didn't do as good as you, then, you know, you definitely beat him. I guess the real challenge then becomes who can complete the game first out of the both of you, right? Because if he has more playtime and you have the higher level, I think the race is on. When it comes out, it's going to be between the two of you to see just who can defeat the Islands of Insight first. I mean, you know, you're probably going to spend a lot of time doing absolutely all of the puzzles. So, you know, someone could beat you to completing it if they rush through it rather than trying to get all the puzzles. Depending on how that works in the full release. But yeah, I'd say that's the challenge for the two of you. See who out of the two of you can beat it first. I walked right past that party hat. Good job. How did I manage that? I was trying to keep an eye out for it. And straight back up we go. We get this party hat. Even though I already unlocked it from the vendors for 1p. But I will go back for it. Oh, it's because it's hiding right out inside of the map. That's why. Throw cute hats at people. I now wear suspicious party hats. Mini imposter. Maybe I didn't level up the mini imposter. No, surely I leveled up the mini imposter enough. I think it just didn't want me having the game-winning evolution early. Because, you know, literally sucking all the enemies out of events that early just breaks the game and is instant win, right? It's like you do not get that. He has the worst PC, so I'm gonna do better with movement puzzles. That's fair enough. You know, if you haven't got a good enough PC, that's probably also why maybe he had more hours but less experience. If his PC just isn't up to it, you know, it's going to take him longer to do the same things if he has a worse PC. So, you know, you've definitely got the race then. His PC isn't good enough to let him do movement puzzles quickly, then, well, you've definitely got an advantage there. You can move faster, which helps you get around the entire world quicker. And also, you know, you can just solve everything quicker and better. Okay, let's not walk straight past the horse. What do I even want from horse? Oh, it's just the horse. Might occasionally infect with its relentless happiness. It's a mini horse. It's going to turn into a unicorn because it's firing fireworks out of its butt. Okay, there's a duck crossing for certain. Wasn't there supposed to be some sort of other animal it said as well? What are these things? Hamsters? Cats? They're certainly not chickens. Maybe there's going to be a giant chicken crossing the roads. I don't know. I certainly think they went with that dad joke, didn't they? It's like, why did the duck cross the roads? Well, because there was an imposter among us. Because we were trying to run away from the chicken. Okay, well that thing just spawned on top of me, so that's not very nice. I'm gonna go with the science rocks. Okay. And then there's something else in this coffin. Oh, they actually try and eat me, so I'm just gonna bait them into the vents. Like, that guy was actually chasing me, and then it's like, no, you fell in a vent, you idiot. That's one way of dealing with them. Thank you, Shapeshifter Nino, but the vampire is in the imposter another coffin. Sir Ambrosio joins the survivors. Okay, now that we've done that, maybe it will give me an evolution. It doesn't. Maybe it just doesn't want to evolve anything on this level. And now what do? We continue to kill all of the ducks and hamster things or whatever they are. I have no idea what those other things are. Dogs? Are they cats? They're on 4 legs. They're certainly looking a bit bigger than hamsters now. I guess we just continue downwards eventually. Okay, we've got room for one more weapon, so I'm going to take the clear debris, just because everything's vertical. So it makes sense to kill everything in a vertical line. Makes the most sense. Okay, easy evolutions. Boom, 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 boom. How many other people do you know that played the game as well? Like, do you know a lot of people that were doing it? Or just a couple? I don't know what level I ended up. I don't think I was that high level. Because I wanted to save it for the full release. But, you know, if there's 600 odd hours, maybe I wasn't... Maybe I didn't need to save as much content. Maybe I didn't need to not spoil myself, because it seems that there's just going to be a gigantic amount of game anyway. What the heck is that? That's a science dog. Okay. Let's just get all of our experience. I mean, the sharp tongue's ready to go now. Sure. Let's level up the mini horse a bit. The best part is, once I evolve something, if I can evolve something, we get more space for more mini imposters, so... Okay, the number of ducks is increasing. They seem to really want to go into the vents. They're not actually even coming for me, they're just going into the vents. Why did the duck jump into the vent? Because he wanted to get out the roads. Welcome to the worst jokes you've ever heard. .com.org. All these, who put all these vents in the roads? I mean, what sort of a road worker does this and just vents everywhere? Jeez. We're not even an engineer and we're just dumping all these vents everywhere. You know, it's funny, because we actually unlocked the engineer. But we're not the engineer, but we still have the vents. Like, we picked the actual character that does the vents. Somehow. Unless this is the engineer and I'm just being stupid. But I don't think he is engine here. So I think that was yellow, wasn't it? Let's carry on. Bit clear debris. Okay, nothing stands a chance now. Everything dies. Got another gigantic duck. Who did not last very long. Oh, give me that. Okay. Will anything evolve? Something is evolving. It's not a Pikachu. It is the vents. Okay, now everything gets sucked off the rows. That maybe not the best way of saying that. But all these ducks, they ain't got a chance. Mini scientist, evolve something else. Yep, that's just no ducks get to cross the road anymore. Why did the duck cross the road? Because he was trying to avoid being blasted out into space. Because he didn't want to be ejected out into space. That's why he's trying to get away from death. Okay, much experience everywhere. We're not necessarily going to eject that many, because, you know, I can't specifically run in that direction to eject them. But, you know, they die very nicely just the same. The trouble is, it leaves all their experience where I can't quite get it. So, there is that problem. I'm sure we will find some way of getting the experience back. Okay, well, we've already ejected that boss, took out the window. Thankfully, he got onto the road before he was ejected, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get the item. A couple of people who played a lot entered at level 91. Didn't see anyone else above even level 70. Yeah, that's a very, very high level. So congratulations on level 91. I bet you were aiming for 100, right? Yeah, 70 seems pretty reasonable. I think, what, I was probably 30? I don't know. I can't remember, and I don't think I paid that close attention to it. But, you know, it's fine. Like I said, you know, I'm trying to save it from the main game, so, you know, I'll be up there eventually. I wonder, it might even be harder to level up, because, I don't know, either that or they're going to have to be, like, thousands of levels, so that once you get into the game with the extra content, like, you'd then be up to, like, level of thousands. Then, everyone's coming for your level 90 then, aren't they? But, you know, for the moment, sign up, sure. Did they send you any personal congratulations or anything? Because that would be a nice touch. If the devs, like, literally got straight in touch with you and, like, you were the highest level. And, you know, some sort of recognition from that. That'd be pretty nice. Maybe some sort of special monument. Like, here is the first islander to have reached level 90. I know, got to 91, but you know, 90 is a nice enough number for a plaque. But then again, maybe they want to do it for 100, so it's like, once you're in the full release, it's like, this is whoever's the first to 100, the race is on to get monuments. They should do something like that. Recognize the community people who do things. Not yet. Well, maybe hit them up, you know, give them a direct email and be like, hey, I got to level 91, you know, maybe I could get some sort of special monument on the island for that. Doesn't hurt to ask, you know, it never hurts to ask. If you don't ask, then, you know, they might not think of it, but if you ask, then you might get something. Party hats for all. Let's celebrate. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Okay. No ducks survive. Everything's dying. Easy victory. And we've still got another 15 minutes. So, you know, once I've fully evolved everything... Actually, I can evolve things. So, we're going to get more items. I was going to say, once I've fully leveled up everything, but then I accidentally said evolve, and realised, no, I can evolve things, and I will still get new things, so... But once I've leveled up what I can, I'm just going to run straight down and see if we can't find the end of the roads. And see if we can't find a chicken down there, perhaps. Maybe there's a chicken at the end of the roads. Who knows? For the moment, it's all ducks. Nothing but ducks. And a lot of crystals and vents. And at least we're not putting actual vents in the roads anymore. Because, you know, all the cars that would drive down would surely be damaged by that. But at the same time, well, that was different. It just summons a light source out of nowhere. Okay, well, if that's got an attractor to attract all of the experience, I might as well keep a move on because there's nothing else there anymore. Okay, and we run downwards, ever downwards, hoping to find some sort of secret at the bottom. Because there's very little point in having anything. Even if I do level up that last item, you know, there's little point to it unless I get a treasure chest as well. So if I get a treasure chest, then I can evolve things. And in fact, we've apparently fully leveled up everything, so I'm just going to put Phantom, because we're already overpowered. I don't need to super min-max and overpower things. It's good enough. And, you know, if we get an evolution, it will give me options again. And if not, I don't need to bother thinking about it. Because otherwise I'll just pick Might every time. And it really isn't worth it. No enemies were ejected. Jesus, that's a problem when there's not even enough enemies to eject any. I need a few more enemies on the screen to be able to do anything. Like, there's a few too little ducks at the moment. One enemy was ejected. He was not an imposter. He was a duck, in fact. We are the imposter. He is just a duck. I mean, a chicken would be an imposter duck, right? Okay, evolution. What are we evolving? The party rocks. Tongue. Okay, sharp tongue. Because we're an imposter! And now we're just going to eat everything even more. As if our tongue wasn't already overpowered. Now we eat... Okay, this is better. Now there's some more ducks to eject into space. So we also eat a lot of them. 16 enemies were ejected, 3 were eaten. With the tongue. The tongue maybe not doing the most because everything's just being ejected into space, but it does something. I definitely think that the ejecting power is a lot more powerful in terms of the evolutions than the sharp tongue. But maybe that's just because nothing gets close enough to the sharp tongue to do anything. If they weren't being ejected into space, it might be an entirely different story. Okay, well that evolves something, so I have to take that. And then it just becomes an endless trail of, well, the boss just got sucked into space. And I don't think we're necessarily getting his treasure, so I'm just going to try and stay over here so that whilst he's being sucked into space, his treasure might actually stay on the roads. Where did he go? Oh, he's still alive! I am actually amazed that that boss is still alive. And he got licked as well, and he still didn't die. There he goes. Right, well now we've kept his treasure on the land. I'm trying to level up the mini imposter just in case before we take that. Just to maximize our chance of evolving. 152 enemies were ejected. Not enough were eaten. Okay. Random. Evolution. It's an evolution. Okay, and then we got even more space to pick up something new again. Not that we're already overpowered remotely, but I'm greedy. So let's increase the duration of things for no other reason than to just do it. Everything lasts forever. Okay, so the sucky power is probably going to last forever now, which is interesting. Well, it doesn't quite last forever, but it lasts a long time. And it practically comes back on the screen immediately, so it's almost forever. It's practically forever. For all intents and purposes, it might as well stay forever. What would be really funny is if it came on both sides of the screen at the same time. Where would they go then? Would they just be stuck in the middle? They'd actually be stuck from both sides and off? Or what? As we continue to run down this endless road and destroy everything. Well, that was a giant guy, and he still died quicker than the other boss did. It was a big one. He didn't give me any items, so, you know, that's unfortunate. 19 enemies were ejected. Okay, these ones are actually not dying to being ejected. That's hilarious. I thought ejecting them into space actually just instantly killed them, but it turns out, no, it doesn't necessarily. They're just all living their best lives at the edge of the screen, eventually dying, but, you know, that's only because they're getting endlessly pulled over there. Like a rose. Pulled over because they were speeding. Jesus Christ. The unintentional pull. Pull? Joke? Joke is what I meant to say, but pulling was in my brain, apparently. And I didn't mean it like that either. But the puns cannot be avoided, it seems. On this endless dad joke highway. We actually taking some damage. So time to actually start paying attention and being a bit more careful, because we can take damage, it seems now, as the robots are coming in. Not everything is dying in an instant anymore. You're actually having to play the game and avoid things. Who would have guessed it? But we actually have to fight for our lives for a change. We can't just run endlessly down. Maybe I did need to work on my might power. Okay, these guys seem to be getting sucked towards me. I don't know if it's the tongue or what, but, you know, they'll just randomly at high speed fly at me. And I think that's why things are getting into me. It might just be the enemy behaviour, but it might also be that the tongue sucks the enemy towards you. In which case, we're in trouble. Because we've got to survive 7 more minutes of this, and this is as powerful, maybe, as we're going to get. Unless we've got another evolution. Okay, we've turned into another enemy again. I forgot we could do that. We are randomly a ghost. We might be in trouble. There's a very good chance we are in trouble. Okay, well that's a lot of level ups and experience, so maybe that might make a difference. And actually, we can get extra might, so... Sorry about that. Someone must have opened a door in a different flat. Because that makes me sneeze for some reason. Like the front door, not just a door. It's the front door. Or a window. Like, it would be rapid sudden temperature change and then it'll just make me sneeze. But yeah, like, we gained a lot of might there, so maybe it's not over. And also, suddenly ducks. Ducks we can kill. Where did that treasure chest go? Where did that boss go? He ran away. He didn't want to be taken. I see that he's in the thing over there, but I'm going to stay over here until he's dead, because I don't want him to get and drop that treasure chest off the road. Why did the tripod cross the road? Because he didn't want to catch a cold. Because, I don't know, the War of the Worlds reference. Because Tom Cruise was on the other side. I don't know. Why did he? Why did he do that? Okay, well, they're all stuck over there with the boss, so that's interesting. At least that's not going to kill me. Oh, there's actual imposters. Oh, well, there's another big one over there now. There's many imposters amongst us, but we are the true imposter. Because one, we are an imposter, but two, we're also a ghost now, which is not our character. But that's very suspiciously impostery. Science rocks. Oh yeah, it's this stupidly overpowered thing where we've got puzzles. 1. Can you count? 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, we've suddenly lost the correct thing. Maybe you need to do it within its own cube, because we counted to 4 and it didn't trigger the finisher. Well, 3. The treasure is coming in. I see that treasure chest. The only thing we can get then is lucky clovers. 4. Okay, there we go. That's triggered the end thing. But also, amongst all the chaos, see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was like, no. This will definitely kill things vertically. Like, everything dies with this. If we trigger it. Everything, including the bitrate. Everything. And the endless money that we're getting as well. Right, easy. As long as nothing else spawns in upon us. I know I pressed the wrong numbers then, but at the same time, like, you know, we'd already triggered the fire thing. I didn't need to do it again. Nothing stands a chance. No creatures can live in this. Just endless death. Okay, many cat imposters. I guess I'll trigger the thing again. I don't know. It spawned something in my way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're a tiny little bean. Tiny little bean. There's 4. There's 4. Didn't even need to get to 5. Tiny, tiny bean. Makes me a lot harder to hit. So I'm okay being a tiny bean. As we continue to run downwards for no other reason than we just kill everything. Can't even see me at times because I'm that tiny. Can't even collect any of those. I mean, I gotta go back for the treasure chest, right? Is it literally out of bounds? Oh, come on, I'm that close to touching that one. Okay, so yeah, no, if the treasure does spawn out of bounds, I was right, we can't get it. So that's problematic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that one already triggered on 3. Maybe it's just because it doesn't matter if you go to specifically 4 or 5. It's just if you get the numbers correct in a row enough times. Well, that treasure's gone forever. We're never getting that back. It lives out of bounds now. That's where its life is. Easy puzzles. Well, we'd already triggered the number, so 1, 2, 3. Cannot see. Not that we need to see. 1, 2, 3. Death is running away. No, Death is being sucked off. Death can't find me. Death running away. It looks like he's running away, but the actual suction stops him from ever being able to get to me. That's actually hilarious. Death, you want to try a bit harder? Does the gravity prevent you from ever getting to me? One way to not die is just have gravity on your side forever. Death was voted off. Death was the imposter all along. As he runs away. 0 enemies were ejected. I don't know about that. Death's being ejected. Like, he's trying. 1 enemies were ejected. It was Death. And there he goes again. 1 enemy ejected. 2 enemies! 2 deaths! Cannot touch us because they're being ejected. Cannot be touched because Death. You are the sussy imposter. Bye-bye. Okay, I think we've beaten Death here. Because Death can't get close to us. He says, Death trying to fight gravity. You and I define gravity. Bye, Death. Have a safe trip. Death was voted the imposter. He was not the imposter. He was just Death. 2 enemies were ejected. They were both Death. Death was destroyed. Death defeated. 2 enemies were ejected. I mean, how many deaths are we going to have? There's a 3rd death. I can no longer see. That is 3 deaths. All being sucked towards the end of the abyss and still failing to kill us. Okay, 3 deaths are trying their hardest to kill us. 2, 3, 4. 0 enemies were ejected. They were all dead. They're getting close. Oh, they got me. I teased them too much. I run away. I continue to run. Okay, this time we play keep away. I was trying to trigger all of these things. Well, I still can't resist triggering all the things, but the fast deaths are getting faster. Getting closer. How long can you outlive death? 3 minutes. 0 enemies rejected or death. This shows that we're not actually doing that much damage. They're coming. You need to suck you on this side. There you go. So away you go, death. He's almost defying the suction. They're getting closer. That's 4 deaths. There are 4 deaths. This is not a drill. There are 4 deaths. And they are actually close to getting us. I think it is the tongue that draws them in. If you get too close, the tongue says, come closer, death, I want to eat you. And I'm like, no, I don't. I want you to be ejected into space. 4 deaths were voted imposter. They're still not dying. The other guy is supposed to be death looks like you're the true. I'm the real death here. There are 5 deaths. This is not a drill. This is the most deaths I've ever seen. Including me, there are 6 deaths. This is not a drill. This is an execution of death. And they try ever harder to get close enough to hitting me. As we have survived 35 minutes. They're trying a delta split maneuver. One is on this side and the other's around me. I can not see if there are any deaths around me. Okay, they're all on that side. Good. One of them vanished. Oh, he's getting closer. He touched me. Damn it. Ah, almost 35 minutes. The real death was me all along. That's got to be some sort of achievement, right? Like, how many people have lived 35 minutes? Ambra Joe just vents. Survived 15 minutes. I survived 35 minutes. Don't get ghosted. Well, we didn't. We were, in fact, the one that was ghosting death, you might say.